here's the program Stellarium. Okay, it's free and you can go online, search it out. I'll leave a link to that as well in the description box so you can download it and take a look at this for yourself. Now here we see Virgo, okay, the Virgin. All right, here's Leo, the Lion, and I have it on the date 2016 8/10. And I wanted you to see this. Today's the 28th, 28th. Now yesterday we had something interesting last night happen. There was a conjunction between Jupiter and Venus. And I'm going to show you that, okay? Now here's the 10th. We're going to go 11, 12, 13, all the way up to last night. There it is. There's Venus and Jupiter right here. And 25, 26, 27 last night. There's the conjunction. That's what everybody saw last night. Well, actually it was hard to see because it stays underneath the below the horizon, and you can't really see it because it's daytime up here. Anyway, where I'm at, I couldn't see it. But fortunately we have this program and we can see it. Now the reason why we're looking at this, we need to take a look at next year. So we're going to go to, actually we're going to start this year in the month of, this is October 27th. Here's Jupiter, okay? It's coming in right here, September 27th. Now watch it, keep your eye on Jupiter. Jupiter is known as the king planet, okay, the Messiah. All right, notice what it does here. It goes in. We're in November, and November 20th, right around there, it goes into the womb of the Virgin. Now, for you ladies out there who have had children, how many months does your little baby stay inside of your tummy? Right? 9 months, right? Okay. Or 9.5 months, whatever. But here we go. We're in February. Okay, notice that Jupiter is inside. We're February, March, April. Oh, wait. So anyway, from October, let's go back. We'll go back till it first hits, okay? So we're in October, November 18, right around the 20th. So from November 20th, let's say, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, that's 9 months, right? All right. Now, here is the date of the sign next year. Here's 9/20, okay? The actual date of the sign would be on 9/23, but I want to show you as this goes on here. So we'll start a little bit early in the beginning of the month, all right? September, August 31st, and we'll move along September 2nd. Now watch Jupiter slowly exiting the womb, and here comes the sun. There's the moon, and we're on the 23rd, the exact date of this sign. The moon is at her feet. Okay, now let's go back and read Revelation real quick. Let's see if I can get it up here. I just want to read this so as we look at it, so that way you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Matthew, sorry about that, folks. I'll get to it. It's coming. Okay, there it is. And there appeared a great wonder in the heaven, a woman clothed in the sun. Here's the sun. Okay, she's clothed in the sun. The moon at her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Notice, without Mercury, Mars, and Venus, there's only 9 stars normally in the constellation of Leo. And Leo is the symbol for Jesus Christ, okay? The Messiah. Regulus happens to be also kingship. But anyway, normally there's 9 stars crowning her, okay? But on this specific date, and this date only, all these things line up. She's crowned with 12 stars here. 1, 2, like I said, planets are called wandering stars to the Jews, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on this specific date. Now, if you're good at math, statistically speaking, all of these different events taking place at the same time is 1 in billions, okay? Billions. Now, like I said, I've gone back 4,000 years. I mean, I could have went further, but what's the point? And I went into the future 1,000 years, and there's nothing like this. Not even close, my friends. Not even close, okay? So we have, she's crowned with 12 stars, clothed in the sun, the moon at her feet, and she's giving birth to Jupiter. All right? And that happens on the 23rd of September in 2017. This is a literal and very visible sign in the heavens, folks. This isn't a gimmick, okay? Now, look at the woman here. She's got the 12 stars symbolizing the 12 tribes. She's got the moon at her feet. She's got the sun at her back. And she's giving birth to Jupiter, which is known to symbolize the king planet, the Messiah, Christ, okay? Now, let me say this again. A lot of people think that this sign happens to be the birth of Christ, because the first part of Revelation 12 talks about the Messiah, it talks about Satan and the 200 angels being thrown out onto the earth and all that. But what is Revelation 12 is a bigger picture, okay? It's not talking about just one event. It's talking about the entire scope of events over the past 2,000 years, all right? So it's not the birth, okay? And that's why I mentioned the documentary by Jim Larson called Bethlehem Star, because he actually shows you what the sign was when our Savior was born. And it's nowhere close to this sign here in Revelation 12, not even close, okay? In fact, the sign of Jesus' birth doesn't involve the constellation of Virgo at all. It involves the constellation of Leo, this one up here, okay? And the lion, the Regulus, this Regulus right here, and the king planet, again, Jupiter. So please watch the documentary. It's very informative. And, you know, also let me mention here and now that the worshiping of constellations and all these things and stars is called astrology, okay? And it's blasphemy, all right? It's idolatry, and just like the horoscopes and all that mess. That's all satanic to the core, okay? What we're doing here is looking at God's writing in the stars. This is astronomy. And we read in Genesis that God put these things here specifically for signs. And who needs signs, friends? The Jews. And we see those signs here in Micah, and we see it here in Revelation. And also, it's what the 3 wise men were looking at when they went to find and worship their King of Kings, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. How do you think they knew about the birth of Christ? They were studying the astronomy and the constellations and all these planets and stars for thousands of years, okay? This was passed down through generations that Christ would be born and there would be a sign in the heavens. And they knew about this sign, and that's what they saw. And that's what led them to go see baby Jesus, okay? So, okay, now, this Revelation 12 sign happens exactly 2 days after the Feast of Trumpets, Rosh Hashanah, okay? Rosh Hashanah, the Feast of Trumpets, starts on the, I believe it's either the 20th or 21st. There's 2 days there, okay? 20 or 20, but it's 2 days before the 23rd, before this sign takes place, all right? Now, get this. 7 years later, falls on 2024. Now, 25 and 20 days after this sign here, up here, okay, lands in the fall feasts, exactly when the second coming is prophesied to happen.